listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. We are here once again, and today, man, we have a true honor having a returning guest, the mayor of Live Oak, Mayor Mary Dennis. She is here with us in studio, and man, first and foremost, I want to say good morning. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking.
Man, it's a true honor. I know you're super busy. We were talking in the green room. A whole lot of things are happening in Live Oak. Businesses, events. I mean, previous event, y'all had Easter egg hunt, and that was a big hit. I went there myself early in the day, and I was so shocked how many people came early. People were in the grass parking. I thought the whole city of San Antonio came to Live Oak. So kind of tell us what's been going on in your city.
Well, thank you so much. I always excited to talk about my favorite subject, and that's the city of Live Oak. I've been honored to serve there as mayor for the last 13 years. I've been mayor since 2010, and it is just as exciting as it was then as it is now. And so I'm very thankful for this opportunity to be able to serve the residents of Live Oak and the people of the Texas. And so it's just been a lot of fun. I've got an amazing staff who I give much credit to. I always tell them my job is easy. I just have to be their cheerleader, and they get the actual work done. So I am very appreciative of those employees who come to work every day ready to take care of the residents of Live Oak. And I'm also appreciative of amazing council members that I have opportunity to work alongside. We've got 5 amazing members who care a lot about the city of Live Oak and very engaged in the work going on there. So that too is a blessing. But you're right. When I drove to the park and saw all of those people for the Easter egg hunt, it was absolutely amazing. We think we had about 3,000 people there, but it was so much fun. And then afterwards, we had the movie in the park. We showed Peter Rabbit too. And I always tease that I have to ask my granddaughter, is this the right movie? And she's like, oh yes, Nana, that'll be a good one. And it was, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. And I want to give a big shout out to Courtney Weiss and our Parks and Recs community for making that a great day for us all. So a lot of work went into planning it, to executing, to cleaning up afterwards. But everybody did a great job cleaning up after themselves, so it wasn't that bad at all. But certainly a lot of great things going on in our community. And
one thing I noticed too, is as packed as it was with all the people and families there, everyone's just like talking, having, meeting each other for the first time and carrying conversations. And, you had the police there and you had the firemen there. So everyone was just on their best behavior. And to me, that's one of the things that I always stress is that I believe that as we keep our community safe, one way that we do that are making sure our families are safe and happy. And I think that when you're outdoors, running around, having fun, getting that good sunshine, it just makes for a happier person. So I'm always in support of events that give us those kind of opportunities. And I totally agree. There were people as far away as New Braunfels that came. Some people told us they came from the far north side of San Antonio to be a part of that day. So it's always just a great thing to see families out having a good time, enjoying themselves. And I just think it makes for a happier community. You listen to Refocus Radio, talking to our guest today, the one and only mayor of Live Oak, Mary Dennis, here in studio with us today. So for our listeners, kind of give a little mini backdrop of what you do day in, day out as the mayor and some of your responsibilities. Well, my responsibilities, according to our charter, which is sort of our regulations of how we run our city, is that we have a city manager. His name is Glenn Martell. He's been with us a little over a year and is doing an amazing job taking our city, I believe, to the next level. And you always want things to get better and better and better. And that's what Glenn has done. And so he runs the
day-to-day operations of the city. My job is to officiate meetings for the council, to be the official representative of the city. And I'm honored to do that in several ways. I serve as a past president of the Texas Municipal League. And so that is one way that I get an opportunity to serve the state of Texas. And so we work together very well. He and I meet together on a regular basis, communicating with each other about what's going on in the city, what's coming up. And so we run a pretty tight ship, I believe. And I think that we have opportunities for our residents to make comments. My phone numbers are posted everywhere. And so people can always get in touch with me. They're always surprised when I answer my phone. Like, may I speak to the mayor? I'm like, this is the mayor. So I do take all of my calls, return all of my calls, because I really do believe this commitment that I made to serve the residents of the city is I take it very seriously and try to make sure that I'm doing that every day in every way that I can.
And you guys, like I said earlier in the show, y'all have a ton of events coming up. One of them is Community Shred Day event. And tell the audience a little bit about that event and how that could be a benefit for them.
Well, thank you so much. The Shred Day is coming up. We're always excited. We try to do this twice a year. And again, I apologize. The last time that we tried this, our trucks did not show up, and it was just a terrible thing. But I thank everybody for their patience. We went down the line just letting everybody know what was going on that morning. So we do appreciate your patience and understanding. But this is an event that I saw that was going on in San Antonio maybe about 10 years ago. And I said, we should be doing this. So I told one of my council members, our Mayor Pro Tem, Ed Simics, about it, my idea. I'm really good with ideas, not so good with execution, but I know people that can get it done. So I told him about it, and he approached Randolph Brooks Credit Union there, whose corporate offices are located in the city of Live Oak, and they thought it was a great idea. So twice a year, they come with the shred trucks that are the document trucks that you can put your documents in to shred. And we will be having that next event, Saturday, May 6th, 2023, from 9 until 12 p.m. there at our fire station on Shin Oak Drive. We do ask that if you could bring a non-perishable item, we use those items to make baskets for residents that are in need of food, and we do that. And so we like for you to do that if you can. But otherwise, the event is free and open to everyone, not just citizens of Live Oak, but all of the community. So we do ask that you remove, binders, no electronics, but we are very excited to host that event on May the 6th, Saturday morning. Hope to see you there.
And y'all have another one that's coming in May, and that is the parade that a lot of people are very excited about. So with the parade, it's all about our heroes. So kind of touch on that.
Well, we certainly can remember that terrible time that we all came through with COVID. And there were many people who went way beyond making sure that we were safe and healthy. And so we decided that we would take this event in May to celebrate the men and women in our medical community, our first responders, our medical personnel, our those people working in the hospital. I never want to forget them because they were doing their job for those at the stores that were packing the shelves to make sure that we were safe for the drivers that were on the road. So many people. We just want to take this time to celebrate those that did get us through the pandemic and just say thank you in a very small way, that we celebrate the men and women who serve certainly in our military. The only reason that we can do the things that we do because the sacrifices that they make by keeping our country safe. So we just want to take this day to celebrate our heroes. And so we invite you to come out and stand along the parade route. I'll have candy passing it out as I walk along. But it's just a great community event, and we invite everyone to come out and be a part of our Heroes Parade.
And people can go to your Facebook page, like page, and just search the City of Live Oak, and they can check out the events right then and there, and they have the dates and times and address and more information for that. So when it comes to businesses, they're booming in Live Oak, and you said in the green room that you have some news with what's going on with attracting new businesses and just opportunities that they have in the city. So for the audience, kind of paint the picture. What does it look like with the new opportunities for businesses in Live Oak?
Well, we are very excited whenever any business decides to do business in the city of Live Oak. We always say that you've picked the best community, that you've chosen the premier community to do business in, of which we are very appreciative. And so we always try to celebrate that with the ribbon cuttings. We have our visual improvement program where we offer grants up to $5,000 to our businesses to help with doing painting, lighting. So that program is available to all Live Oak businesses, and you could contact Donna Louder, who is our economic development manager there at the city of Live Oak, and she'd be happy to give you more details. It's a very simple application, but it's just a way that we try to support the businesses in our community because we want everyone to be looking fresh and new, and so that's important. So we understand that bringing in new businesses is very important, but we also understand supporting the businesses that are already there, that have been with us through the years, that supporting them is important too.
When you look at how fast Live Oak has grown over the years, I mean, we gotten so many new restaurants, places to shop, and small entrepreneurs and mid-sized entrepreneurs. And what is it like for you just watching the city grow? Not just with businesses, but families coming to move to Live Oak as well.
Well, it's been super exciting. Something that I would not have never dreamt of. Our population census brought us in at around 16,500 people, which was up from the 10,000 that we were previous. And so our city is growing, we believe, at a very good rate, a good pace, although our land space is only 5.5 square miles. So we've got limited land unless San Antonio or Selma wants to donate us some land, but I doubt seriously if that will happen. But so we understand that we've got to make good use of what we have left. So we are very sensitive to businesses coming to our area, trying to make sure that they are good matches and that we're a good match for them. But we are so far, I believe, are doing a very good job. And I always say that we have to think outside of ourselves, to think long term about the businesses that are coming to our community. What is a 10, 15, 20-year effect of that? So we always take those things into consideration, and we are very excited to announce some really great, hopefully you've had a chance to, if you're in the area, to go by and sample or eat at some of our newest restaurants. We've got Burger Boy there on Pat Booker Road, the Mills Barbecue, who has the best Brussels sprouts you would ever taste. We got Hawaiian Brothers there, 54th Street, Cane's Chicken. And so we've got over on the other side there at 1604 and Lookout Road, we have the Gateway Plaza, where we recently opened the Don Benito's Mexican restaurant, the Burlington's there, Goodwill, Cavender Cadillac. So lots of opportunities in our area to eat and enjoy the day.
And I think in the Grim, you said something about y'all have a slogan. Was it live, work, and play? Yes,
we've got our new city manager, Glenn Martell, has really been working with the team and have come up with some goals and some initiatives for both the working team at Live Oak and also for City Council. And so what we like to say is that we are the premier community to live, learn, work, and play.
And the reason why I want to bring that up is because I want to touch on the community part of Live Oak. People seem to get along very well and is usually very peaceful and very quiet. But when you look outside, it's packed with traffic and people are moving. It's a lot of construction going on with development. So how do you and your team help manage that balance?
Well, it's really weird because we are nestled right inside of Loop 1604 and I-35, the most traveled expressway in the country. And so we are told about 100,000 cars a day pass through those intersections. So that's a lot of people. But even when we are there, it still has that hometown feeling. And I'm not sure how we manage that, but I think that it's the people that manage that, because to me, that is not just a place, but a sense of place. And I believe that that's what our residents feel when they're in Live Oak, is a sense of place, a sense of community, a sense of family, a sense of well-being. And so I think that that is something that helps our community, that people come into our city with that same type of mindset. And even though it is a lot going on in I-35, TxDOT now is doing that next I-35 project with the elevated lanes, and that's going to probably be a several years project in the making. But even with that, we try to make sure that we give updates on our Facebook page. You can always go to our, the police department has their own page. And so just keeping citizens informed, I think, makes a big difference.
Once again, listen to Refocus Radio, talking to our guest, the mayor, the one and only mayor of Live Oak, Miss Mary Dennis. You all, for those who may be new residents in Live Oak and maybe they haven't took the time to read about the magazine that y'all publish every, is it every month or?
It's every other month. Every other month it's delivered to each of our residents' home and also to the businesses in Live Oak.
Well, some things in there that people can really benefit from checking out, because I'm sure there's updates, but there's probably some other information, especially for like small businesses.
Yes, we do have our hometown magazine, who Donna Louder there in our office does an amazing job with the magazine, and Mad Women Marketing helps with the publication of it. And it goes to our residents every other month. And it is full with the magazine is full of information about events that are upcoming. I do an issue about current events and giving council updates. In fact, coming up, we will begin budget discussions for the city. And so I invite residents to come out and share your opinions on how we will be spending your money. And so that you can find that there. Each of our departments does an article in the magazine. So much information packed in that little magazine. And we've got certainly our coupons from all of our businesses. Sometimes there are specials that are run that are just in the magazine that the businesses are offering. So I would encourage you to grab that. And normally Donna will do some type of, like, if you read something and can answer a question, there's a prize there. So I would definitely encourage you to keep hold of that. All the businesses are listed in the magazine along with their phone numbers. And so it's certainly a lot of information that you will find helpful, I'm sure.
And speaking of information, this community thrives on people being involved and getting involved. Someone listening, they're a business professional or they're a resident, what's the best way that they can approach your staff, and maybe they have a concern or an idea, or they just want to get involved with their community? How can they best do that?
Well, I always say the success of our city is built on volunteers. And so we have many opportunities for our residents to volunteer. We have several boards and commissions that we are looking for people that are interested, that will bring their input, their expertise, their experiences, because I always say that we have to celebrate the differences. So we need different opinions, different viewpoints. So I would encourage anyone who's interested in serving the city of Live Oak and as a volunteer to give the office a call, and they have a form that's very easy to fill out. You can do it online, and we love to have you get involved in our city.
One thing about the first responders, I mean, they're right by the neighborhood. I mean, they're really close to the residents of Live Oak. Are there special events that cater towards the first responders? Like, I know some communities do morning coffee where you meet the police officers. Are there any events like that? We
do. One of our council members, again, Councilman Simmons, brought to us coffee with the cops. And so we do that event. I don't know the schedule, but it's always listed in the magazine or on Facebook. And so we have opportunities. We go to different restaurants there in our community, different businesses, and we meet in the morning with our residents, with our police department there to answer any questions, any concerns that our residents or even those in the area may have. So that's an opportunity that we have. But always our doors are open both to our police chief and our fire chief. They are always available to take a call from any resident with a concern.
And as time is winding down, When you look into the future of the potential of what Live Oak can offer to people who come, what do you see as far as what the future holds for Live Oak?
Well, we certainly see a bright future for our community, for the city of Live Oak, and for our region. I'm very proud of all of our cities. There are 13 cities that we pretty much touch each other in that region. And I'm very proud to say that we work together in a very excellent way. We get together once a month, the different cities, and have lunch, have presentations. And then we also have an opportunity once a month for just the mayors to get together to sit down and talk and discuss things that are going on in our region. In fact, just recently, a group of 46 leaders there in our community chartered a bus and went up to Austin to visit with our legislators that are in session right now. So we really, really try to work together. If one city's in need of something, the other city's right there to help. And that is not just our city, but that's what I love about the region, is that it's a very community friendly area. And I think that that's a benefit for our region, that we work together so well.
You've been listening to Refocus Radio, talking to our guest today, the Live Oak Mayor, Mary Dennis. And man, like we said throughout the whole show, you can go to their like page on Facebook to search the city of Live Oak. And I'm serious, they make updates throughout the day. It's a very active page, a lot of engagement with local residents. Man, I want to say thank you to the Live Oak Mayor, Mary Dennis, taking time talking to us. In closing, what call to action or words you want to leave with our audience?
Well, first, I want to say thank you so much for this opportunity to be able to share, to be able to talk about my favorite subject, and that is the city of Live Oak, and also the region, this Northeast region of San Antonio. And so I would just encourage everyone, something that I've really been trying to just get the word out, is that let's be kind to one another. Let's give grace to one another. Let's try to find things that we can agree on and celebrate those things, and get along in a way that we can make our world a better and safer place for our children, for our grandchildren, so that we too, and all of us, can enjoy this place that we call home. And so whatever opportunities that you have to share to make a difference in someone's life, to make their lives better, don't let that opportunity pass you by.
Once again, I'm Refocus Radio with the one and only, I could say now, legendary Live Oak Mayor, Mary Dennis. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Take care.